piece of tape can't fix. So now you get to black line the inside of this. You've got your center being covered, and you can highlight this area and put blue right here, put black right here, and leave this alone. And let's say you want to make this red. You just cover up your work over here. Pull this off and flip it over. Now flip it over, excuse me. Paint this black first, and from there, if I want to cover it and paint this inside, I'll just mask off gently these other areas, blocking it off so that I can get my tone just on this and leave this all alone. So now that I've painted my outside and my inside, I'll remove my tape. I'll have my center here. I'll remove my stripes. Now I've got a black stripe on the inside, a color right here, and I have a color on the outside here, and I can remove this. When I remove the centerpiece, it will reveal a big blank open center. When we remove this, now we're going to end up with this big white space here in the middle. And it's time to make checkers. If you have any questions regarding this, if you go to Joe the Floorman YouTube videos, I have a whole 15 video section there on how to make these templates, hand cut them, lay them, paint them. It shows the painting, the templates, everything. That's Joe the Floorman airbrush videos. Now to take this, and we're going to make squares out of it. You can freehand cut it, or you can mark it first, just to make it easier for you to see. I'm going to make these some big squares. I'm going to put some contour to them, because I like the way it looks. It makes it look fat on the plane. Now from here, I'm just going to clean and smooth. Not so concerned with the exact cut of it, but more concerned with keeping a nice smooth cut. Not concerned with the line, just that's a general guideline. Mostly is about keeping a smooth, fluid motion as I cut it. Okay, I'm going to line these back up and tape them together. That isn't quite short, not long enough. There we go. Okay, so these are taped together so they don't move around while I'm making my other cut. Keeping a sharp blade is really important for these, because you will not get a smooth cut without it. Okay, from here I'll number them from how I'm going to work my way to the top. have numbered checkers. You definitely want to number them, especially if you're doing a really big checker pattern, because it's really easy to lose track of what goes where. Now we'd bring back, I can stick these in a pile now because they're all numbered. We bring back our painted wing with our big white open space in the middle. And from here it's just a matter of reassembling these numbers. You can lay them out in your space. If you can read your own handwriting. 3, there we go. Got 4. And 12. Okay, now that these are numbered, cut, and lined up on your white section, you can individually take out the ones you want and decide what sections you want white. A lot of times I'll leave the outside white, or I'll do the outside color. You know, it just varies. Depends on the color scheme I'm doing on the outside. If I have a darker scheme on the outside, I'll do the outside white. And so this one would come out. That would get color. These would stay, this would stay. These two would come out. Send one out. Outside one's out. And then we have our checkers for the center. Now we'll bring back our outside templates because we don't want to overspray on the rest of it. And we'd lay it back out here. Okay, so now with these, to get these to sit, a lot of people use a lot of different methods. You can take a weight or a socket and weight down the individual squares, spray around them, or you can spray these with 3M 77 adhesive, and when I spray them I'll just stand back, spray a light mist of adhesive to it, and stick it to the foam, and that's typically enough to take care of that. And then I'll stick it in place of where it goes. I'll line it up inside here. Typically I'll put a dot on where the corners go, so I keep these nice and spaced evenly, and then I'll spray the back with a little bit 77 3M spray, adhesive spray, and just stick it down here. And then once those are stuck down, if I have any that are loose, I'll put a little pin in them to help keep it in place, and then spray the checkers. Then after you're done spraying the checkers, you'll remove the outsides, remove the insides, and you'll end up with this nice checker scheme inside here, and your outsides are painted, and you're pretty much done. The last thing I'll do is, if anyone has seen my planes, let's see if I can grab a plane real quick here.